Chaeyoung has fairly average stage presence. Her facial expressions are, for the most part, absent. When she does give facial expressions though, they can be pretty weak, making her look a little bored. I feel like this can often happen when an idol is trying to focus too hard on her dancing or singing. Her dancing is about average. The energy she gives out is often a little frazzled, like she is trying to do too many things at once. When she does give off energy though, it looks much more natural and fits the concepts well. I know this one may be a shocker to some of you, but whenever I'm watching Twice perform, I always seem to forget she's there until she becomes center. Her dancing always comes off a bit awkward to me because she is so tall, which is not her fault of course. Her facial expressions make some appearance, but whenever she is not center, they seem to drop. And I think, because of the slight awkwardness of her dancing, the energy she gives off is also a little awkward. Minna's stage presence is another one, where she is lacking in facial expressions. I think because of her timid personality, she maybe refrains from making so many extravagant facial expressions, which is what hurts her score here. I don't know that for a fact though, it's just a speculation. Her energy is lacking in a lot of her performances, but that could be her recent anxiety issues. Her dancing is a bit stiff, but otherwise looks good. To me, Dahyun is an underrated performer in Twice. Although her dancing is not amazing, her facial expressions are very present most of the time. Her energy is there, which is helped by her facial expressions. Especially with cute concepts, her smile is always a winner. However, her expressions can hurt her with more mature concepts, as she has a very young, fresh face. I put Jeongyeon at number 5 mostly because of her natural charisma. Jeongyeon has a strong likability in her stage presence, with facial expressions that seem natural but still enthusiastic. She has a wonderful amount of energy, and the only reason she isn't placed higher is because of her dancing skill. It is often over-exaggerated and a little all over the place. But overall, her stage presence is really good and comfortable to watch. Sana is great at conveying emotion through her facial expressions, putting her at number 4. She works well in between cute, teen, and mature concepts, and finds a way to incorporate her own personality into her expressions. I've heard some people say that her gaze is impossible to look away from. I have to agree with them. Her dancing is actually pretty good as well, putting emphasis on each part accordingly. She has a steady energy throughout the performance and creates a great atmosphere whenever she is center. Sana has a really good skill set that gives her the ability to have such atmospheric stage presence. Number 3 is Nayeon. Nayeon's awesome stage presence is largely attributed to her combination of great facial expressions, good dancing, and steady energy. Her facial expressions along with her face in general is Twice's whole vibe. She really has a very versatile look as well, going from songs like TT, to Fancy, to Feel Special, and making all of these concepts work on her own look. No wonder she is the face of the group. When I look at Nayeon's stages, it really draws me in and makes me feel like I'm on stage with her. Her energy is pretty balanced throughout the performance, and she makes being up there look like a breeze. Momo. Just wow. Her dancing skills are unparalleled and her facial expressions are quite good as well. It has been said many times before that Momo is one of the best girl group dancers, or simply one of the best dancers, in K-pop. Her timing is just right on everything, and she really sucks you into her performance. Her facial expressions are pretty consistent, and she looks so comfortable and confident on the stage. And she has so much energy in her performance that it's hard to take your eyes off of her when Twice is performing. Momo truly is an amazing performer. Did someone say charisma? Did someone say energy? Did someone say queen of the stage? Oh, then you must be talking about Park Ji-ho. Ji-ho is honestly one of the best performers, if not the best, I've ever seen. She's got it all. Energy, charisma, dancing skills and versatility. Jihyo has been at it for most of her life, so she is practically a stage presence god at this point. I know I said it's hard to take your eyes off of Momo during Twice's performances, but Jihyo steals your attention at the flip of a coin. If I'm honest, I usually watch the first half or so of most fancams, but with Jihyo I can't help but watch it all the way through. She simply exudes confidence and skill like no other. Her energy is pretty amazing, lasting from the very beginning to the very end, no matter which spot she's placed in. Her dancing always is crisp and clean. And Jihyo's facial expressions are always perfect for the mood of the song. Her face alone tells the story of the song, so that's why I placed her at number 1. Every single member of Twice is special in her own way and this video wasn't meant to tell them otherwise. I personally think that Twice are all great performers and I have nothing against any of them in any way. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to produce more like this in the future as well, so stay tuned. Feel free to follow me on my Instagram account as well, where I post bad K-pop fan art for your enjoyment. Thanks for watching, and see ya later.